Being a college student, it can be really easy to get caught up in thinking that our college life is the whole world. There are stresses that we are under, deadlines fast approaching, lectures to attend, friends to hang out with, and bills to pay. While most are caught up in the everyday activities, there are some that push to expect more of themselves and get involved.
Over the summer, I actually did take a break and went to Ghana, and we found a legal aid clinic there, and it was absolutely amazing. If I had a chance to really just go off for a few months or even a year, I definitely would go back there and continue to work on that project.
I did Appalachian Service Project, which is just kind of horrifying. It's it's totally third world living conditions, and it's in America, and it's in some very affluent states of America, And that's the thing, is that like with community service, I just feel like you do something, but you never feel like you've done enough because the problem isn't solved, and it's just chipping away at it, I guess.
We worked at a number of different places, but the one place that probably had the most impact on me was the Catholic Worker House in Lower Manhattan, and that's just a soup kitchen. There's this one guy, the homeless man, who was having a meal there. He saw this and he called me over because he saw I was upset, and he just said, "Listen, don't ever doubt what you're doing here. What you're doing is important. A lot of these guys have problems, but that doesn't change the fact that we need people to continue doing this." So that was just a really very powerful moment.
I guess going to El Salvador, and then I also studied abroad in the Dominican Republic and living in it for 4 months, and just experiencing day-to-day ins and out, and seeing the lack of, social support that was there. So many of the issues that I was seeing there also existed in the Bronx. So
it's not that you're helping people so much as they're helping you realize more things about yourself and the world.
In the classroom, we learn about how the world works and try to understand why people are the way they are. These ideas can be so profound and intense that no book can capture them.
Even with school, we talk a lot about social justice in some of my classes. There's one way of understanding it, which is the textbook, but then I think the more meaningful way and lasting way is actually meeting someone and being able to put a face to it or an image to it.
It's seeing God in others, or just seeing the humanity in other people, as opposed, because they just often stereotype homeless or poor, or it's just kind of generalized, and I see it as more just seeing the person in it, and through that seeing God in everyone. So
for me, I think social justice is first learning where those people, where a group is at that's perhaps not being treated properly, and walking in their shoes and learning their perspective. And then
I definitely feel like I haven't done as much as I would have liked to here so far, but I think that's something that one of the struggles where you have these ideals and what's going on, and then you come back to the U.S. and you get wrapped up in that rat race again.
Our personal backgrounds shape the lessons we learn in the university and help us to understand the world around us. Although making a difference in the world is too big for one person, it's still an individual learning process that reflects our experiences. We are greater than the sum of our individual parts, and when we bring these experiences together, we can accomplish amazing things. Leo Tolstoy wrote, "Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself."
I think it's so rewarding, and anyone who has an opportunity to do that, who has any interest in all, should definitely take it, if only to see where it leads.
But to go and do service, I feel like it gives you something that you can just be thinking about when you come back, and you can be reflecting on, and kind of realign your vision of what's important and what's not.
The people that I know who avidly seek to be involved in service, they just seem to have something in their lives that other people don't, that it's, I don't know if it's a calm or if it's a, ability to say I've done my part, but.
Yeah, we're all amazed by the way you say your name. You said you read somewhere it means